Evviva! Siamo qui per il Natale in italiano. Domani Market Navigli con Tammy.
See, only me. We have a guest, so Francesco won't be with us at the market. This is not the market. This is our Christmas tree with all the boats. We'll see what great Christmas gift ideas we can find at the market because vintage Christmas is definitely a thing. It's a great thing. We'll see what vintage present ideas we can find at Navigli Market tomorrow. You really never know what you're going to find here at Navigli Market, even a gigantic Christmas sweater. Whether it's a vintage Christmas sweater, vintage cashmere sweater, there are plenty of sweaters here that would make great gifts. Just seeing all of the beautiful Christmas ornaments and decorations here for sale at Navigli Market puts me so in the mood for Christmas. There are so many to choose from. There are lots of Christmas decorations here too, like beads and handmade ornaments. They're all incredible and would make wonderful gifts for anyone. If you know someone that is getting a new place this year, perfect gift for their new home. This shape of Christmas tree topper is really typical that you see here in Italy. You really don't see stars so much. You see this tall, pointed shape, and to see two on one table, it's unusual. People usually keep them. These also make great decorations for the outside of gifts with some greenery or with some vintage ribbon. So good. I love it. Sometimes you can even find some bagged up together, like these little baggies. Don't ignore those. It could be a great deal. For me, nutcrackers are a great crossover between Christmas decorations and toys. Love all the vintage toys. Speaking of, Christmas is a great excuse to buy vintage toys as gifts. If you need an excuse. I don't. Who wouldn't love a little Viking with orange hair? I mean, come on. Vintage playing cards, vintage dice. They all come in great sizes and with incredible labels here in Italy. Vintage action figures under the tree. That would be so incredible. Sometimes you don't even know you need a vintage toy as a gift until you see it. Look at this little cage with the bingo ball things in it. It's so good. And this foosball, I would so hang that on my wall as a decoration. Mini car collectors would love all of these. Let's check in with Francesco and see what he would get. Francesco, if you were going to buy vintage toys at the market, what kind of toys would you be looking for gifts?
Are all on the tree. You can see
all the boats.
all the ships, board. Ship or ships?
Ships.
No, ships, not
one
ship.
ship, more than one ship.
One ship, ships. Ships are
The ships.
What are the ships?
No.
No.
those are sheeps. These are ships or boats. It's not the same. Good try though. Yes, walking around Navigli Market, you can definitely see fresh pasta being handmade in the window of a restaurant. This makes me think of our next gift, vintage dishware. Plates, trays, pitchers, teapots, teacups, all of it. Collections, assorted however you'd like. They make great vintage gifts. A vintage ceramic tray or even a basket with a couple of really sweet little teacups and saucers and a teapot, and together with some tea and cookies. What an incredible gift. Bargains are to be had at this time of year also, as the sellers are just trying to get rid of as much as they can before the end of the year. Vintage glass, such a great gift, whether it's bottles, bowls, barware, shakers, glasses, on their own or with something else together in them or around them. Incredible gift. Thrifting here is the only way you're going to find really unique items like this one. Let's talk with our friends at 4 Vintage. They have a table here today. We'll see what they recommend for gift giving. See, these would make very good Christmas gifts. Look at, and what is, okay.
This is to
Wow. I would be afraid to break the glass. Really?
what maybe they put inside, some kind of tobacco and they press and they use for the cigarette.
That's true. Wonderful. Oh, I've seen this guy. My friend's video yesterday. Wonderful.
Who create this model
Yeah.
was a friend of my grandfather.
Wow.
And he tried to propose to Lawrence first
Yeah.
this model.
Oh.
So he prepared with the brand Lawrence, and I have in my collection 2 of the 3 Lawrence made.
Wow.
Then practically he sell the brevet. He sell the project to Atlanta. Atlanta buy the project and start the production, but only in few pieces. It's a very rare model.
Very pretty.
The cube.
What's
Diglielo.
Mangiarotti?
The designer.
Oh, the designer of these.
And the glass maker is called.
Wonderful. Those would make wonderful gifts as well. It's a whole set?
Yes, or
Wonderful. Or section by section. Very unique. How sweet are vintage postcards as part of a gift? Amazing. Vintage postcards can be combined perfectly with adorable little vintage frames, but the frames can also be for wonderful family photos that everyone loves to get. I cannot tell you the number of stands there are here selling secondhand books. It's a great deal, usually around €5 each, and plenty of selection. If you know a record collector, then vintage records are exactly what you need. Francesco, why don't you tell everybody what you like to thrift at the market for gifts? What do you look for vintage gifts?
Well, the most things is to fix the person that you have to do the present.
That's true.
What you think that she could like or he could like? That is the best.
That's a very good point.
And then buy it. That will be the best present that she or he can get by you is this, because you, with your art, will think about this present.
Whatever vintage jewelry you happen to be looking for as a gift, you can definitely find it here. Plenty of sellers are selling jewelry, and each one is better than the next, no doubt. And with jewelry, there are also plenty of accessories and fashion.
I'm gonna take a card, yeah.
I also really like this.
Very rough moment choosing what's first.
The quality of vintage textiles here, you would not believe. The embroideries, the handmade laces, and the buttons, they're just to die for and make such good gifts. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, però sono le 10 è troppo presto per bere prosecco.
No.
Perché ieri ho scritto che siamo qua.
Vintage boxes and containers make some of the very best gifts because they can be a gift on their own or they can also contain another gift. Look for wood boxes, look for canisters, look for baskets, sewing boxes, jewelry boxes, all of these containers. Everyone loves to get these. I've mentioned so many things that can be considered for vintage Christmas gifts, but don't rule other things out. Literally anything can be a gift. Use your imagination and enjoy the market.
Va bene così. Poi ogni anno sempre meno. Ma madonna, ma guarda che casino c'è!
I think we're done here.
Evviva! Evviva is the best word in
Evviva.
that you can say. Evviva means happiness. It means joy. This
Joy.
Can I take this? See, I will show.
He's
Joy.
disassembling the tree.
Joy.
Yes,
This
joy.
is the best. Joy from the deep of our heart, my heart, her heart,
Yes.
and hope will be a better world. Yes, will be.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Grazie.
And have a wonderful holiday season and a new year. If you enjoyed this video, we think you'll like this one on this side even more.
And this one also. Ciao. Ciao.